So I think that for me it was a real opportunity to actually come to the King's Fund and have the time to actually stop and breathe and reconnect with people. And I was part of putting the proposal together, and it was really clear as soon as I got here that not everybody was part of that process, and actually everybody didn't really know why they were here, or not everybody was as engaged as what I was with the actual project. And I had to do some real reflection on that, actually, on how that made me feel and why I was here and what time I wanted to invest into this project, and how others and support others to come along with that journey. So we went to a really uncomfortable place, I think, at the beginning.
Agree.
It's fair to say that actually it was a real moment where we all came with our different agendas and we all had to consider why we were here. And what I've learned is that it's been a great opportunity still. It's not all about the project. And there's a real balance between learning and developing leadership skills and reconnecting with my leadership skills. I have got some of those skills, and I feel more confident in using those skills, and feel much more confident about my own values and my principles and leading people and being really clear in how I'm going to take people forward and work alongside people to support them. So it's been a real journey so far, and it's been fantastic meeting new people, like-minded people.
I agree, it has been that, and I think we all came with different views and different ideas of what it was going to be. And I found it quite hard because I had a very clear idea in my head and then it wasn't that at all. And having quite senior people saying it's all right to have permission to just press the pause button and have just take some time, because you're all running really, really fast. And then you haven't got time to say, oh, what is it that's going wrong? How can we do it differently? And because of that, you just end up doing the same thing and the same thing, and you go on, and that's really stressful. And what these days, the first couple of days I found really hard. Now I couldn't wait to come today, because I knew that we'd have a really lively debate. But everyone understands the rules innately now. Everyone has their voice. Everyone feels listened to, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
The networking's been amazing. I wish it could just be wider, but it is what it is. I've learnt loads from the other groups. Really enjoyed that. And it hasn't been management speak. It's been really practical, real life stuff. And I was saying earlier, what I want to take back to even just my locality, but also my practice, is that idea that I love that bit about not being a leader, not a manager. Because I think I've got leaders in my organisation that are quite a long way down the management structure. And I think empowering them to have a voice is one of the most valuable things we take from this, and letting people understand that they will be listened to. And if we practice what we're talking about here, which is giving them that opportunity and letting them speak out and feel they can speak out and not be just told to get back in the box, is really important.
I agree. I think there has been a real richness to being part of a wider group as well, not just the East group, and listening to the other areas and what they're developing and the pace that they're going. So there's some benefit in working as a whole system, isn't there, a whole community together. But for me, it's also been about noticing my own behaviours and really thinking a little bit more on how I sort of come across to others and how others feel at the other side of me. And when we were talking earlier about a tsunami hitting, I was thinking, I could be that tsunami for someone else. And I was thinking, it is really hard when you're balancing the expectations like CQC coming in and the service improvements that you need to make, and that top-down process, to actually really stepping out and thinking of how you behave with regards to that, and what you need to engage in to make those service improvements, and how you truly do make service improvements. And often that is by stopping, pausing, taking a breath like we're doing, and actually the richness will come from that, won't it, really? So it's nice to feel that love again, really.
But also I think it's a really special time at the minute with just within the CCG, the attitudinal change that I've seen. I don't feel disempowered anymore. I feel under pressure with my job, and when there's no money and there's no more GPs and all of that, and that goes across the board. But I feel that there's a willingness to let us make some changes, and if you've got a good idea and it's been you know, there's an opportunity to say, we'd like to try this, and it's from bottom up, there's a bit of innovation, and there's an opportunity to do things differently and do things better. So I feel quite optimistic, and I think if we can have that attitude and roll that out and start to spread the word almost, it sounds a bit evangelical, but I think it's exciting, it's really exciting.